This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Seth Tuttle's game-high 24 points in UNI's narrow loss to Southern Illinois this past Wednesday was another example of Tuttle doing everything he could to put his team in a spot to win, and he's tearing up the MVC competition. It tied his career high for the second time this season, but this preseason All-MVC pick is hungry for a lot more than just some good statistics. Here's a look at how Tuttle pushes himself, but also the entire team.
I want to win a Valley Championship. I want to win the regular season outright. I want to do big things when we get down to St. Louis. And I think that, again, we have a team that's going to be able to have that opportunity.
Seth Tuttle is a driven individual who's doing everything in his power to make this year's Panther basketball team the best it can be. He's one of the biggest statistical producers once again, but his motivation to get better from game to game and practice to practice is something that's become contagious for his teammates.
It gets pretty competitive, especially like Tuttle being in there, like a veteran guy that he every day is a challenge versus facing him, so he just helps me try to get better each and every day.
I think just his emotion, he cares so much about winning and playing. Especially on the game days, you can just see it. He lets it all out. He just really cares about the Panthers and he cares about getting the wins.
The junior forward from Sheffield, Iowa has never backed down from a challenge, always pushing himself beyond expectations. In 2012, he was tabbed the Missouri Valley Conference Freshman of the Year as he led the league in field goal percentage and led UNI in 3 other categories. Now that he has expectations, being placed on the preseason All-MVC team, he's living up to the honor by leading the league in rebounding. And just as in years past, he may also lead the league in energy and emotion.
I've been playing with Tuttle for a long time. He brings a lot of energy and a lot of fight and a lot of fire to our team. So I like him being out there. He gives me an option when I'm going to the paint just to dump it off to him, and I know it's going to be a catch and a good finish.
Just like favorite thing, and it'd have to be the Tut scream after an and one or something. I always give him a chuckle about that. But I think with him is he's just a gamer, and once he gets on in a game, he's just he does the whole atmosphere, everything. He works so hard, and at the end of the game, you don't really realize he's got 20 points and 15 rebounds.
Some of Tuttle's biggest performances have come on the grandest of stages. From his double-double, 23-11, in an NIT win over St. Joe's that included 2 late free throws as a freshman, to this year's game-tying 3 as time expired, which forced overtime against Iowa State, where he once again totaled a double-double.
He's going to give it his all. He plays with a lot of energy on the court, as you can see. He just gives it his all. If you tell him to do something, he's going to go out and do it, or to the best he can. If he makes a mistake, he won't get down on himself. He might slow down for a little bit, but he's back at it as soon as he gets another chance to redeem himself.
At 6'8", Tuttle is also one of the more versatile players in the league. While he leads the team in scoring, he's got numbers that stack up against the best in the league. He's a top 5 player when you talk about blocked shots, rebounds, and active career shooting percentage.
For our league, being able to drive it like he can get to the free throw line. He gets a lot of layups out of that. And then one thing that's really emerged is his interior plays. He's developed some post moves. He's developed a little bit better footwork in there to get some angle scores.
With Seth Tuttle on the floor, UNI is going to be competitive every time they take the floor. Not just because he'll deliver on the offensive and defensive end of the floor, but because he's holding his teammates and himself accountable every day of the week. The Panthers are on the road for 2 games this week, playing Wednesday and Saturday.